Building upon the foundational principles of owning our reactions and distinguishing between pain and catastrophe, the Stoics offer further guidance on cultivating a life of purpose and resilience. The sixth rule encourages us to make ourselves useful in every room without waiting to be asked. A proactive approach to engagement that transcends self-interest and fosters a spirit of contribution. This isn't about seeking recognition or applause, but about finding genuine opportunities to assist, to uplift, or to simply ease the burden of others, often in the quietest, most unassuming ways. It's the person who instinctively offers a helping hand, not for credit, but because the act itself is complete, a testament to an inner drive to serve that enriches both the giver and the receiver. This selfless utility builds character and strengthens the fabric of any community or interaction. Following this, the seventh rule urges us to protect our attention with the vigilance of a closed perimeter, recognizing that this precious resource, once squandered, cannot be easily replenished. In an age of constant digital distractions and incessant demands on our focus, this principle becomes an indispensable shield against the erosion of our mental energy. It means deliberately choosing what we engage with, consciously filtering out the noise, and creating sacred spaces for deep work, reflection, and meaningful connection. Our attention is our most valuable currency, and its careful stewardship is paramount to a well-lived life. The eighth rule, a timeless piece of wisdom, advises us to never send the letter we wrote tonight, especially when fueled by anger, frustration, or any intense emotion. This counsel champions the power of delay, allowing the heat of the moment to dissipate and providing space for a calmer, more rational perspective to emerge. The morning often brings clarity, revealing that the urgent, impassioned words penned in haste might inflict unnecessary damage or fail to convey our true intentions effectively. It is an exercise in emotional regulation, preventing impulsive actions from dictating our long-term relationships. Next, the ninth rule, speak last, advocates for the profound strength found in active listening and thoughtful deliberation. Instead of rushing to contribute, this principle encourages us to absorb the perspectives of others, to truly understand the nuances of a discussion before offering our own considered input. The person who speaks last often speaks with the most impact, their words carrying the weight of comprehensive understanding, and their contributions often serving to synthesize or elevate the conversation. It transforms communication from a competitive exchange into a collaborative pursuit of wisdom. Finally, the 10th and perhaps most holistic rule posits that you are a system, not a mood. This powerful insight reminds us that our emotional states are often downstream effects of our underlying physical and mental systems. By prioritizing fundamental elements like adequate sleep, consistent structure, and periods of silence, we build a robust internal framework that can withstand the inevitable fluctuations of daily life. It's about maintaining ourselves like a finely tuned machine, making fewer decisions from desperation or fleeting emotions, and instead operating from a place of sustained well-being and deliberate choice. These 10 rules, forged in the crucible of ancient challenges, remain remarkably relevant for navigating modern complexities. They are not abstract philosophical musings, but practical tools available to anyone, whether facing a demanding workday, navigating personal conflicts, or simply seeking inner peace. None of them require external validation or depend on the actions of others. They are entirely within our sphere of influence, empowering us to shape our internal world. However, the Stoics identified one additional, profoundly counterintuitive condition, a mechanism so fundamental that most people spend their lives inadvertently doing the opposite. This isn't another rule to follow, but rather a foundational understanding that underpins all the others. It is the subject of the next crucial exploration, a concept that promises to amplify the effectiveness of every single rule on this list, making them twice as potent in our daily lives. Building upon the foundational principles of inner control, the journey into Stoic wisdom deepens, revealing how to proactively engage with the world. The next 5 rules are not merely defensive strategies, but active tools for self-mastery and impactful living. The 6th rule, making yourself useful without being asked, encourages a spirit of proactive contribution. It's about anticipating needs and offering assistance, not for recognition, but for the inherent value of service. Imagine a colleague noticing a looming deadline and quietly offering to help, without prompting or expectation. This isn't about being a doormat, but about cultivating an awareness that seeks opportunities to uplift and support. It transforms passive observation into active, beneficial participation, strengthening communal bonds and personal purpose. The seventh principle, protecting your attention like a closed perimeter, addresses the modern epidemic of distraction. In an age of constant notifications and endless digital streams, our attention has become the most valuable, yet most squandered, resource. This rule demands a conscious, almost militant, defense of one's focus. It means setting boundaries, silencing alerts, and creating intentional spaces for deep work and contemplation. Consider the deliberate act of closing all unnecessary tabs or dedicating specific hours to uninterrupted tasks. By guarding our attention, we reclaim agency over our thoughts and actions, preventing the wasted fire of scattered focus. The eighth rule, never sending the angry letter written in the heat of the moment, is a timeless lesson in emotional regulation. How many regrettable words have been unleashed in a fit of pique, only to be instantly regretted? This principle champions the pause, the deliberate delay, before responding to perceived slights or frustrations. It's about allowing the initial surge of emotion to dissipate, gaining clarity before committing to a reaction. Think of drafting an email in anger, then saving it as a draft, revisiting it hours later with a calmer perspective. Often, the angry letter is never sent, or is rewritten with a more constructive, less destructive tone. The ninth rule, speaking last to ensure thoughtful contributions, promotes active listening and considered discourse. Instead of rushing to fill silence or assert dominance, this practice encourages absorbing all perspectives first. It's about synthesizing information, understanding nuances, and then, and only then, offering a well-reasoned response. This approach elevates the quality of communication, fostering an environment where ideas are truly heard and valued. Imagine a meeting where everyone listens intently, and the person who speaks last often offers the most insightful summary. Finally, the 10th rule, recognizing yourself as a system, not merely a mood, is a profound call to self-stewardship. We often allow fleeting emotions to dictate our entire state, forgetting that our well-being is a complex interplay. This rule emphasizes the deliberate maintenance required for optimal functioning, adequate sleep, structured routines, and periods of silence. It's understanding that a bad mood might stem from lack of rest, not an insurmountable existential crisis. Just as a complex machine requires regular upkeep, so too does the human mind and body. These rules are not abstract philosophical concepts confined to ancient texts. They are practical tools, readily available in the quiet of an early morning, during a bustling commute, or within challenging meetings. They demand nothing from others, requiring no external validation or cooperation. Instead, they demand everything from oneself: discipline, awareness, and a commitment to continuous self-improvement. This journey through the 10 Stoic rules culminates, hinting at an 11th counterintuitive mechanism. This mechanism, yet to be fully unveiled, promises to amplify the effectiveness of all 10 principles. It suggests an advanced layer of Stoic practice, moving beyond individual rules to a holistic, integrated approach. This deeper understanding sets the stage for further exploration into the true mastery of one's inner landscape. The path of the Stoic is not about suppressing emotions, but about understanding and directing them. It's about building an internal fortress against the unpredictable tides of external events. By embracing these principles, one cultivates a resilience that transforms challenges into opportunities for growth. The wasted fire of replayed grievances begins to dim, replaced by the steady flame of conscious control. Each rule acts as a pillar, supporting a life built on purpose, tranquility, and unwavering inner strength. The journey is ongoing, a continuous practice of self-observation and deliberate choice. It is a testament to the enduring wisdom of ancient philosophy in navigating modern complexities. The Stoics' path is not for the faint of heart, but for those who seek profound freedom. Freedom from reactive impulses, from the tyranny of external opinions and from internal turmoil. It offers a blueprint for a life lived with intention, where every moment is an opportunity to practice virtue. The true power lies not in avoiding hardship, but in transforming how one responds to it. This systematic approach to life, viewing oneself as a system, ensures consistent, deliberate maintenance. It moves beyond fleeting moods, fostering a stable, robust inner state. The quiet moments of reflection, the deliberate pauses, become powerful acts of self-care. These aren't just rules. They are habits, cultivated over time, that reshape one's entire existence. The promise of the 11th mechanism beckons, suggesting an even deeper level of integration. It implies a synergy, where the whole becomes greater than the sum of its parts. This advanced practice offers a glimpse into the ultimate goal of Stoicism, eudaimonia, flourishing, a life lived in harmony with reason, purpose, and an unshakable inner peace. The journey continues, inviting the practitioner to delve deeper into the art of living well. With each rule embraced, the architecture of a resilient life strengthens, brick by deliberate brick. The path is clear, the tools are provided, and the transformation awaits those who dare to walk it, a testament to the timeless power of Stoic wisdom in a world craving inner fortitude.